Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. A topic for the discussion is tackling the decreasing attention span of students, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Dr. Sonali Basu ma'am, principal of Shekhawat Public School. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's really an interesting topic and also the need of the hour, I should say.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today with us. It's an honor to have you here. So let's start off with the session, ma'am, shall we?
Sure.
So, ma'am, when we talk about the decrease, attention span, whether it's, about adults or the children or the students. So, do you think technology has something to do with it? And if yes, then how has it, affected the attention span of people in general?
Right. Now, first and foremost, if we talk about digitalization or technology, since I am from a spiritual background, I never see anything negative.
Yeah.
Rather, among the negative, I try to figure out the positive ones because if you are with the positive ones, you will definitely feel the light into it. If we talk about that how this is decreasing the students attention, I would say that it is not the digitalization or the technology which has come in between. I should say that it has been the decreasing time period that parents are sparing with the children, and children are also being focused much more on this because they are not left with an option of a playground. Previously, people were with the playground, were really fortunate to have some company with their parents, at least the elderly ones, and definitely their siblings in that case. But nowadays, more and more, we are moving into an advanced level. We although say it's an advanced level, but I feel we are rapidly moving behind the scene, and we are being now controlled by the machines. So instead of blaming the machines, I would like to blame into our system where we have really, you know, moved out of the track and we are more exposed to the digital system. So if we have to see that whether it's really negative or not, I would say it's not negative. It's just the outlook that we are having, or rather, we are failures in the hand of digital exposure to the young kids, and in that case, even the adults. Much more of our time goes in talking with people. Even in the morning, we start off with a WhatsApp message,
Yeah.
but I don't think so that is that much necessary. So I will not presently blame even in future also. I think I will have a mindset where I will never be talking negative, that really the children are moving their attention more towards digitalization, more towards technology, and they're avoiding their span or interest in the normal phase, what is expected from the students.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. That was, a very brief explain by you. So when we talk about, the technology affecting the people, and their attention span in general. So how does, the technology has affected the students, way of learning, in education only?
Right. Now, in a positive note, I should say that I think you will also agree, and even those who are going to watch it in future will also agree that people, especially the students and some of the elderly teachers, in this last 2 years, we have to agree to one thing, that all the teachers and the young ones, they have become much more disciplined with the technology, because even the kindergarten students have been taking up online classes, sitting over there for 3 or 4 hours, taking one period after the other. So definitely it's a positive side. Sometimes teachers even fail to keep them in the same place when we used to have the regular classes. Again, we have moved back to the regular classes, but usually teachers complain that the students never want to sit in a place for 8 periods. But when we were going through this period of 2 years of COVID, You have to agree that all the students were taking up the classes. Although people have to say that people were getting the marks, students were just getting the marks lavishly, there were no education at all. But even if there were no education, even the teachers who were not at all techno savvy had to learn the system, had to take up classes, had to evaluate the papers to digitalization. So we cannot say that it was negative. Now that we are thinking, even after the physical classes have started, but people are more and more focused to the mobile or to the digital system. If we really think over it, is it the fault in the technology or our mindset that we have somehow, within the span of 2 years, acclimatized ourselves that this should be the normal thing, where the student can wake up at their own ease. They don't have to go to a regular school. They don't have to wait. So if we think about the discipline factor, that is actually within our system.
Yeah.
Technology cannot, intervene into it. A person, for example, I will tell you, people like us who are attached with ISKCON,
Yeah.
we have a system of waking up at 3:30 in the midnight almost to others, which we say as Brahma Muhurt. So we wake up at that time and we have to start doing the other duties, completing our bathing, and then start chanting the 16 rounds.
Yeah.
So that did not get affected with the digitalization. Only thing is that we used to have some live classes when we were with the Guru Maharaj, live in live sessions. And now during COVID, due to the need of the situation, we had to take it online or in the virtual mode. But even in the virtual mode, I had seen all the peoples from Ukraine, from India, from many parts of India, rather, or throughout the world, I should say, in that case, all are attending the classes. So just imagine, digitalization did not change our daily routine because we are in the system and discipline of that cult. So why is it not happening in our day-to-day life? My children are waking up at the same time because they know they have to complete their duties and the mother has to leave for the school.
Yeah.
So it is we who are making the system, because I will not be able to believe that technology can govern us. It's all our mind that had made the system, and system should be governed by us, not that we are being governed by the system. So if the interest is more and more, inclination is more and more towards digitalization, towards mobile, towards technology, it can be well triggered to the proper direction by giving them a proper guidance. And moreover, there have been plenty of methods through which we can take the best part out of this digitalization. Even in ISKCON, in that respect, I would like to tell you that we are not even allowed to use our WhatsApp. We are always been monitored. So even if we are found online at any time of the day, it will not be considered that we were really having some calls or some meetings like this, what I'm having today. If I have to have such a session, I have to post the same Zoom link to them that you can verify that really I was in the session. So all that matters is that we have to be in a disciplined time frame, and people can impose discipline. Technology cannot give us a discipline, right? So this is according to my opinion. People may be different. People may have their different views.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, I guess we all can agree to you that being disciplined, it could help a lot to the children. So how this, issue that decreasing attention span among the students and the love towards, technology and gadgets, how this issue can be, tackled?
See, as you have asked me two questions. First, that why this is happening and how this can be curtailed. So why this is happening, this is only happening because anything which is, suppose a mission has been given. You have connected me because there is a session. And I'm dead sure we can share a message after this session. How are you? You can say, ma'am, how are you? That's it. We are not going to use this platform to do our frequent discussion, isn't it? So similarly, after the COVID period, my question is that if the children are much more focused to this technology or using mobile, much before the COVID, we have been hearing complaints from the parents that the students nowadays don't even take care of studying. They are simply exposed to the mobile. Every time they are with the mobile, my question to everyone who is complaining, who is filling up who is recharging the mobile?
Yeah.
And if it is recharged, the solution is there are plenty of apps. I won't name anyone. Because it shouldn't happen that viewers think that I'm branding any company or any apps. There are many apps where parent control system is there at an expense of 5,000 rupees only, and it can be done by a group of parents who can share contributing 500 each for 20 or 50 students, and they can install this app where the mobile which the students are using, the parents are ultimately going to track which all places or how long the internet was been surfed, which all sites the child has visited. This can be easily done by a working parent also. And moreover, if it is a prepaid system, then it can be easily controlled that if this has been prepaid and this was the amount I paid, what did you do that it has been exhausted before the time? So these things can automatically be generated. Third point is we have to incline the students definitely to spirituality. Because if they meditate, if they are with a mentor, I don't mind watching mobile, provided you listen to something positive. So this positive thing can only happen when the child is with a guide. Now that guide can be also imposed. If the parents say, if we don't earn, how can we feed our children? We have to put them in good schools. We have to pay a huge amount. Then who will be the mentor at the house? The mentor can be kept by this application. Technology, it is not fatal if we don't make it fatal. So if you install an app where the parents are having control, how to go through it, how to actually trace where all the students have been using day long, then they can easily monitor it and they can guide that you have to attend the sessions. These are the motivation sessions. These are the meditation sessions. So if they get into this type of tracks, openings, if they get into a course in that case, it can be a language learning course. For example, when during the COVID, I remember I started learning Sanskrit and I have told my teachers also to join the course. So they were also open to this technology, but they were learning something. So the solution, if you ask, if there is a problem, there is always a solution to it, provided that the finder of the solutions should have a positive mindset where you can really give them a positive platform and to figure out how the problem can be resolved. But nowadays, the biggest issue is it becomes sometimes a debate between a parent and a child. Parent says they are always exposed to digital gadgets. The students are going to say, we are using it for our own projects or some assignments. But the main lacuna is there is nobody to monitor it. So even digitalization system or the technology has given us wonderful apps which can give us a track record that what all the children are monitoring. Second, I should say that it is very much mandatory now that COVID period is over. Parents can again get over to that button phones where they will be having less use of the smartphone facilities. So these are the prominent ways where you can avoid.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today. It was really a wonderful session with you. I hope you too did enjoy the session, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, again for being here. And for all the viewers watching us out, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Same to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.